Mr. Rajendra Prasad Nayak. So, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yes, sir. My name is Rajendra Prasad Nayak, and I am from Toronto, Ganjam. I have done my schooling from Saraswati Shri Vijayanti Bhubaneswar at Ganjam, and from Boston from Khandagiri Junior College, Toronto. And I have done my graduation electronics and telecommunication engineering from GSCCT Birla. Now currently I am working in Odisha Secretariat as an ASO in INT Enterprise. And this is my second attempt and first.
Can you mention some of the tourist spots in Ganjam district?
British sport convention like Gopalpur Beach, Arepalli Beach, and Taratani Temple. It's Tampara Lake, which is recently added in wetland, Ramsar site. Then we have Nirmala it water spring, Taptabani hot spring. Then we have Butakalam.
So, Buddha what is that? Buddha
So it's a place near Guguda. It's famous for Panchalingeswar Mandir. Five temple of Lord Shiva.
First you joined in Infosys. So, then you used to go to Syndicate Bank. And now you are in Research Secretariat. Do you know one of the most prominent figure from Ganjam who played a very significant role in our freedom struggle? So, making Odisha a separate province, he has a great contribution.
Maharaja Krishna
Yes, another question.
Medical College in
And what is his significance? Why he is famous in history, especially in Odisha history? The demand for a separate province of Odisha, he put where?
he is the leader of Pancasam Middle.
A separate province, Odisha should be made a separate province. This demand we put forth in the Roundtable Conference in London. We have completed our BTech from VSSUT. Shreeram Sai. He is also a freedom fighter. Sir. In which movement he participated? Shreeram Sai.
Basically, he is a freedom fighter from Sambhalpur. He led five to
What is his contribution in the freedom movement of Odisha?
So basically, he is a freedom fighter from Sambhalpur.
Huh.
And he led five to
Paika rebellion it took place in 1817. What he did participate in the Paika rebellion? In which revolt, in which rebellion, in which movement he participated from Odisha? Shreeram Sai. He participated in the revolt of 1857, which is known as Sipai Mutiny. Two persons from Odisha. One was Shreeram Sai and another is from Puri. Do you know who was he? Chaki Kuntia. He is popularly known as Chandan Hajuri. Chaki Kuntia. Both of them they participated in the revolt of 1857.
Mr. Rajendra, can you tell us some of your weakness?
my weakness is I always try to make happy someone, everyone at a single time. In doing so, I could not, focus it's more efficient. And nowadays, I try to remove this, and I want to everyone can prioritize.
Okay. Now, according to you, what do you think? What are the qualities a civil servant should possess?
A civil servant must have the qualities like selflessness, and he must have the integrity and ethics. He must be a good leader, and he must be punctual. And
Okay. And can you also give us an example from your life where you have shown these characteristics: integrity, honesty, punctuality, etc.?
while I was working in bank, as a civil servant, you must have the diversification because a civil servant the job of nature is a diversification. You have to do a lot of things at a single moment of time. So while I was banking, syndicate bank as a clerical, normally my job is single window operator and clerical job. But in doing after for normal officer, work, I used to work there on like a loan opening and recovery of loans. And in my college time, I was the captain of the cricket team. So, while playing cricket, I have developed leadership quality and some decision making, critical analysis. And in sir, doing currently, I am working as a assistant section officer. And sir, I always try to help people. Like I have regularized this. Normally, I am currently working in the office establishment. That means we have to implement and leave sanction, service regularization. And there was a case like 1998, and then that the employee was suffering from cancer. So his salary has been stopped. He came near to me. Like I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to retire in 2 3 months. And they are now giving me salary and no pay revision, pay fix. So in that case, I helped them.
That is leadership quality and diversification. What about integrity? Give us an example where you have shown integrity, honesty.
Sir, always try to treat every people as equal. I do not personalize or personality. I don't.
Is there any SEZ zone in Odisha?
It's 40 on a special economic zone.
What are the places of Odisha designated as SEZ?
Uh, can I, one is as far as in my knowledge, it's near 40 Bhubaneswar special economic zone. Normally, SDGs are given for the proper business infrastructure like different types of subsidy are provided by government of India. And another one is here calling another. There are a lot of industry. The government is trying to attract different types of investor in Odisha so that Odisha industrial.
Have you heard about Blue Revolution? Sir, what is Blue Revolution?
Normally, regulation related to fishery sector. In regulation, different types of different initiatives are taken for the growth of the fishing sector.
Is it related to only fresh water or salt water as well?
I think both.
Okay. Now, since you are an engineer,
Sir,
you have also worked as an engineer.
sir.
Why civil services?
Uh, During my graduation, I have decided to join civil services, and but while I was studying graduation, I have been placed in Infosys. In that time, when I started to do competitive examination, since I will I have found a good opportunity for the so that I can prepare civil service in a proper manner. But in the meantime, I want to first secure a job, financial condition of my family. Hence, I started preparing for banking job. And actually, Infosys given a offer letter in January 2017. But prior to that, I have already written bank examination. And after joining Infosys, and in April 2017, my result came, and I joined banking so that I could get the knowledge about Indian economy, and so that it will help me in future in civil services. After joining banking, I came to know about different things like banking sector of India, like self-help group, SSG, and প্রধানমন্ত্রী জীবন জনধন অ্যাকাউন্ট, প্রধানমন্ত্রী জীবন জ্যোতি যোজনা,
And
and
that is okay, but did you um, join the this? Did you sit for the banking exam because of the financial security? I think Infosys also gives you financial security.
uh, since my graduation, I want to devote my everything to my civil services. And what in Infosys is better in terms of salary and a good lifestyle. But since I wanted to join civil services, so I started to bank so that I could gather my knowledge about banking sector, which will help me in future.
But you could have directly joined without joining the banking sector. From engineering, you could have continued and you could have directly applied for the civil services.
As I told you, Infosys gave me offer letter in January 2017, and I have graduated in June 2016. In that 6 months, I have started already prepared for banking. So first of all, I want to get the knowledge about economy. After joining bank, then I knew that I came to know that what are the rules of business. Because in banking we have the monthly meeting with a video. So that's it. He told us what are the different schemes, what are the different scheme we could do for the welfare of rural people. So after that, while working in banking 2 years, it inspires me to prepare for civil services. Then while working banking, I also prepare for the different competitive examination. So in the meantime, I gave the exam for ASO. In ASO, I know about the different policy making and administration of government of Odisha. After joining ASO, I started preparing civil service in a few places.
Now tell us some of the problems in banking sector.
Uh, in the recent time, government of India is trying to privatize Indian banks because as per government, Indian banking are loss making, or there is a huge amount of NPA, and uh, banking penetration is less. Major problems of privatization. And one of the things government is encouraging digital payment, but in India there is a lot of digital illiteracy. People are suffering from the cyber fraud. They are they are unaware of what are the consequences of this digital lending or digital app. They are suffering from this.
Mr. Rajendra Prasad, suppose you will be appointed as an administrator in your home district. It is supposed that you will be one of the members of the governing body of your Calicut college. Suppose if at all there is any student unrest, student strike disturbances in the college, as an administrator, how we are going to solve it?
As an administrator, first of all I try to convince them. I try to pacify them. It's not the right way to raise your voice or to place your demand. If anything you want to say, come to our meeting and place your demands. What are the difficult situations you are facing and what are your demands. After discussing with them, I will like what are the rules, regulations we have, what are the provisions we have. Then I will prepare for the plans what to be done for the benefit.
So, as an administrator, you will bring a solution to the problem, or you have to involve yourself with the problems of the students. Then a solution will be brought about. What is, in your opinion, you have got two choices.
So before administration, I always a student because I have already came that way. I have already studied in college in graduation. So I know what are the problems, what can be done. I have already been through their mindsets, what they are thinking. So first of all, I try to talk with them. So what are the demands? So because protest is not a right way to achieve anything. So whatever everyone wants to, it's a peaceful manner. First of all, I try to convince them, and I will invite them to the meetings and with the agenda. What are the problems? What are their demands?
You have seen Odisha since a long time. So what Odisha is in your eyes? But my question is, what type of Odisha is there in your mind? What is your dream about the future Odisha?
So in Odisha, in simple way, what is the Odisha of your dream? In my, I feel Odisha, dream of Odisha is everyone should have the employment opportunity and everyone no hunger. So there is a SDG goals, sustainable development goals. We have to cover each of them. Then like no poverty, no hunger, and everyone should have the good education and proper sanitation, and everyone should have the good job opportunity. And climate change is nowadays very big issue. So government in a proper dream Odisha, we should have that for all climate change, whether it's below water or on land. So in different perspective, we should have the each and every people should have the peaceful lifestyle. Like in terms of hunger, in terms of health, in terms of education, and in terms of social security, in terms of purchasing our variety and the peaceful lifestyle.
So your hobby is playing cricket. Tell us how playing cricket would help you in the civil services.
So playing cricket, it's a while playing cricket, I have developed like a decision making situation, like a critical situation, leadership quality. Like I have developed the patience. While cricket, there is a different lot of situation arises when we have to calm yourself and we have to act according to the situation. Like suppose there is a we have to chase 120 runs in 20 overs, but we have three wickets down in 10 runs. So accordingly, we have to I have to arrange all the players like what are the steps we have to follow. We in that moment, in that moment we have to keep our wicket on our hand so that we can use that in a later stage, critical thinking and decision making, sir. So decision making leadership.
And who is your favorite cricket player?
So yes, sir.
Now in India, the men's cricket team is quite popular, but there is also women cricket team. Why the women's cricket team is not so popular?
So what I feel,
And what are required to be done so to provide the opportunity at par with the men's cricket team?
normally, in India, cricket is treated as religion. The main reason is men cricketing because of its marketing strategy, whether it's television or advertising strategy, whether it's television or newspaper. Everyone in every place, government is advertising men's cricket team, and it's not that women cricket team is lying behind. They are also doing well. In fact, in Commonwealth, they have on the silver medal, and one of the and second reason is government is BCCI is promoting IPL so that everyone watching in IPL and for entertainment. Even BCCI is also organizing for women IPL. Sir. There are three teams also, like Supernova. I can't remember that name, but there are three teams. Sir, because BCCI is organizing different types of tournaments, whether it's a Ranji Trophy, Delhi Trophy, or Soy Mustaq only for men. That's why men cricketing is getting lot of opportunity, so that people are only watching the men cricket. Because if BCCI is trying to focus on men cricketing, like different types of tournaments, whether if BCCI organizing different tournaments for women cricketing, that I think women cricketing will also prosper.
And let's say you are the authority to basically decide, and there is a proposal came to you that instead of making a separate men cricket team and women cricket team, let's have a cricket team where both men and women are the members.
Sir.
What would you do with the proposal?
Sir, actually, cricket is not a single country, and while we are playing cricket, different countries are also playing. Yeah, if I agree for the both men and women cricket team in a single team, then all country also they also have the same types of combination so that we can have a like that. If every country agrees with this terms and conditions, like out of the 11 players, we must have a certain five or six men or six women or like that, then we could have a big tournaments.
What was the last movie you watched?
I watched it's a movie Jungle Cry.
What did you learn from that movie?
It's a movie on Calling Institute of Social Science, and there was this movie is underprivileged children, 14 children. There is a coach came from England, and he trains them, and they don't know about the game like rugby. He trains them, and they after proper training, they win the under 14 rugby cup in England. I learned that whether this is situation in our favor or not, if we provide someone the proper training, proper guidance, he could excel in that case.
And are you that kind of guy? If the opportunity is given, you can accept?
Yes, sir, I think so.
Sir.
What are the qualities with you which you possess and how you utilize it?
I am first of all, I am a quick learner. Whether if different situation, if a new situation comes in front of me and I don't develop that, I try to learn about it, whether it's from junior or my seniors or from wherever I could get or online. First of all, I want to gather knowledge so that I could use that knowledge in that field. And second is uh, as I while I'm playing cricket, I have developed my leadership quality. I could manage a team because it's whether it's cricket team or administrator, one person cannot achieve anything in a time bound manner. We have to work in a teamwork. Government is also promoting 5T city, and that teamwork is also there. But on that, I could use my knowledge and experience in the welfare of people.
You have chosen geography and home science
Sir.
as your optional subjects. You are an engineering student. Then how could you choose geography and home science? How they are related with each other?
No, there is no direct link, but I have developed affinity towards geography from since my childhood, and because I want to know about different countries, their mountain system and topography and all that. I was quite comfortable to map because in geography there is 120 marks of mapping. So this is the basically strategy for also choosing geography because I found it comfortable for me. And regarding the home science, uh, while I started preparation for a civil service examination after joining ASU, I tried a different optional. Even I tried when I read forestry for 1 month, but I could not I could not understand or quite comfortable with it. And even after observing the previous mark history mark history, I found that home science is also a schooling subject. Even I depending upon the available materiality and my comfortable, I choose home science.
Tell us some of the new technologies in communications.
New technologies in the recent world, there is a new technology called artificial intelligence and blockchain and drone technologies and the current trends. What is blockchain is it's one type of a decentralized ledger, and it's not a single system. Blockchain is in blockchain there are a lot of systems, and the data is stored for longer duration. And, while using blockchain, you could enhance our efficiency.
You also in earlier one of the question mentioned about SDG. So, can you name the SDGs?
So, sustainable development goals first one is no poverty, then second is zero hunger, third is clean water and sanitation. I could not say in a serial way, but I could say
All right. All right. Now, since you are from Ganjam, Can you name few of the important personalities from Ganjam who are responsible for promoting literature, art, or more in a poetic way?
Most poets are Kavisundar Upendra Bhaঞ্জ, কবি সূর্য বড়দেব রথা, উৎকলঘণ্ট যদুমণি মহাপাত্র। Can you name few of the lines, few of the works of them? I could cite some of the works most in that. Kavisundar Upendra Bhaঞ্জ, he has written Vaidhesh Vidasa, Koti Vishwa, Koti Brahmanda Sundari. And if we talk about Kavisundar Baladev Ratha, then he has written Kavisundar Granthawali, Kavisundar Gitawali. He is mostly famous for Champu. Champu is a combination of prose and poetry. He has written Raptagar Champu, Isro Chadrangka Champu, and he is also famous for the uh, instrument using flute. I could not recall that name. But another poet is uh, Uttarakhand Subramani Mahapatra. He has written Prabandha, Purnachandra. Uh,
Okay. Now, there is a place in Ganjam where the salt is extracted. Do you know the place?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Sir. Okay, Rajendra, your interview is completed. We will take 2 minutes to discuss with each other. Please wait for outside. For your interview.
I could not answer 2-3 questions. That is a simple one.
Okay.
And sir, I feel I should talk to only one person. That's what I see around. And I fumble in between.
Okay. This is your first mock,
Sir,
or have you given mock also earlier?
I have given two online work.
All right. So, I mean, the objective of the feedback is to give you both the pictures. What are the positive things as well as what are the areas of improvement? Because there is nothing called negative. Whatever is there, a little bit of improvement required. All right. So, starting from your dress code, are you planning to wear the same dress?
sir, one suit.
One more suit you would like it. Okay. And if you are you planning to put a tie also?
Sir,
Yes. If you put a tie, make sure that the knot is proper. All right. Now coming to the posture, you can go a little bit back, a little bit. Yes, yes, that should be yes. Back in the sense, it shows that you are inclined more. It should be in this position, right? It should be 90 degree. Okay, that's very good. And overall is good. Now coming to the part, I think we were discussing, sir and I were discussing both. Eye contact is a little bit of required from your point of view, and we feel that eye contact in the sense if somebody is asking question, definitely you will address to the person only, but in the meantime you can also pay attention, that might be required. And but I would not suggest that immediate eye contact and frequent eye contact to all the members is required. You look at the person who is asking you the question, at the same time
while answering, I should focus.
while answering you focus on the person, however also look at the other members so that it feels that you are attentive to them also. It might be possible they might ask you the questions. Okay, that is one of the important part. Now knowledge wise, I think a little bit of brush up is required, like the common question Ramdha and etc. In fact, in Ganjam district also there is a special economic zones, okay, related to different industries. So little bit of is required. And regarding the first question, personality based question, you answered one thing good is the leadership quality. You gave an example, but also be prepared for some of the examples related to integrity and honesty. you can see some of the examples. So this is what I did, and without saying that this is your honesty, they will understand that okay, this is the example. If you have done this work, then it is an honest act. And now home science. Why home science? You answered well. I felt that there is an additional statement you could have added. Yes, there are resources available, and it is a mark scoring subject. However, when I started reading about this subject, I generated an interest. So that the answers is not only that you got certain mark scoring point of view, that is the reason you took the subject. Because subject choosing means you must have an interest, otherwise you should not take it. You can add this one more sentence, that while reading I generated interest and I liked the subject. This will enhance it, right? From geography, because most of your questions will be from hobbies and optionals. First priority is hobbies, they will focus on their hobbies. Then second priority on optionals, they will ask you a lot of questions. And then remaining your work and employment as well as your educational background, they will ask you. So this is the overall, I think your communication is good. And I felt that, we felt in fact is that sometimes what happens, if you are not able to recall, you started something, but if you are not able to recall, do not take too much of a long pause. Otherwise, interview board members, we are expecting that you are about to say something. If you cannot recall, take 1 or 2 seconds maximum, then say, this is it, sir. This much I can recall at this point of time. If you take long pause, then they are also waiting for your answer. Okay, what next would you say it? So I think this is it, sir. If you have any additional points.
If they ask you, so you give us an example on your honesty and integrity, you give a personal experience, it will be better. Where you have showed your honesty or integrity.
When is your interview?
25th September.
25th. Yes, overall you were good, and your overall, I would say, presentation is good. Little bit of process is required, that's it. How was your mains exam?
Overall good, sir. But apart from GS1, every other was good.
Good, okay. Did you leave any questions?
No, only GS1, 10, 20 marks.
20 marks you have left. I think you should go through the interview, you will cross interview what you feel. And overall you were good in the town, so academics you were good, there is no issue. Employment also there is good, you are having diversity. Infosys you might be asked certain questions related to, you can say about the technology part, syndicate banking sector will come, alright? So those, be prepared with certain technologies. That will be important. Why civil services? You could have been an engineer. You could say that I can touch a lot of, being an engineer I will work only on the engineering field. But being an administrator, I will, apart from engineering, I will also be able to touch with the ground and can work with the people on the ground reality with multiple sectors. So that could be a proper way of putting the answer, right? So playing cricket very good, watching movie is also very good. And rest of the thing, I think, sir, it's very good. Only thing, a little bit of brush up is required. Okay? It's good. We'll go through it. Okay? Just a little bit of brush up, that's it. And nothing else. I think you are good. Already you are composed. All the best, Mr. Rajendra. Things will happen. Okay.